Welcome to Morning Joan, the only podcast where we dish out the latest scoop and serve it up with a side of sass. I'm your host, Joan, and we're thrilled to have you joining us today. So, what's hot and what's not? Well, let me tell you, horror movie fans are in for a treat this weekend. The Final Destination franchise is back after a 14-year hiatus, and the latest installment, Final Destination, Bloodlines, is expected to slay box office. Pun intended. According to Box Office Pro, this supernatural horror flick is predicted to rake in a whopping $60 million in its opening weekend. And if you're new to the franchise, let me give you a quick rundown. Final Destination is all about those cleverly crafted death scenes that will have you on the edge of your seat, wincing in anticipation. It's like a game of how will they die next. And trust me, it's not for the faint of heart. The movie follows a college student plagued by violent nightmares, who must find a way to break the cycle and save her family from their impending doom. And with a cast that includes Kaechele, Santa Juana, Gabrielle Rose, and a few other familiar faces, this film is shaping up to be a wild ride. But don't just take my word for it. The early reviews are in, and critics are raving about the movie's ingenious death scenes, impressive visuals, and even its unexpected humor. IndieWire calls it the most visually impressive, emotionally compelling, and quick-witted Final Destination to date. So, will you be checking out Final Destination, Bloodlines this weekend? Let us know on social media using the hashtag #MorningJoan. And if you're feeling brave, share your own worst nightmare with us. We might just feature it on our next show. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, folks. We're diving into the world of fashion, and I've got a story that's just too delicious to pass up. It seems that at Australian Fashion Week in Sydney, designers are getting creative with their runway shows, and I'm not just talking about the clothes. Apparently, instead of paying celebrities to strut their stuff on the catwalk, designers are enlisting high-profile friends to promote their shows. And by high-profile, I mean people like Nigella Lawson, Melissa Leong, and Jessica Hart. But one designer, Jordan Gogos, took it to a whole new level by summoning the Tasmanian royalty themselves, David Walsh and Kirsha, Kaechele. Now, for those who may not know, David Walsh is the founder of the Museum of Old and New Art in Hobart, and his wife Kirsha is a creative force to be reckoned with. And let me tell you, she brought her A game to the Jordan Gogos show. She shimmied down the runway in a multicolored coat dress with neon-trimmed knee-high spats, stopping in front of her husband for some elaborate dance moves. I mean, who needs supermodels when you have Kirsha Kaechele, am I right? But what really caught my attention was Gogos' approach to fashion. He's not just about creating clothes, he's about creating art. His runway shows are like a Muppet Show reboot with classical motifs, and his designs are one-of-a-kind masterpieces that would make even the most discerning collector swoon. And I love that he's not afraid to put himself out there either. He made his Fashion Week debut in 2020, and now he's modeling on the runway for his friend Marina Afonina's off-schedule show. It's all about helping each other out, folks, and you can never say no to a friend in need. So, there you have it, a story of fashion, art, and Tasmanian royalty. Stay tuned for today's last cup of tea, right here on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, everyone. We're wrapping up today's show with some exciting news from the world of film. You know I love staying on top of the latest developments in the industry, and today is no exception. So, let's dive right in. We've got not one, but two fascinating stories to share with you all. First up, Chinese director Guo Xiaogang, known for his work on Dwelling in the Fuchun Mountains, has announced his latest project, The First Taste of Loneliness. This new film stars the talented Zhou Xun and is produced by the team behind Resurrection. I have to say, the plot sounds incredibly intriguing, exploring themes of love, loss, and self-discovery. We can't wait to see how this one turns out. And if that's not enough, we've also got news about French filmmaker Quentin Dupieux's latest feature, The Piano Accident. This one boasts an all-star cast, including Adele Exarchopoulos, Jérôme Commandeur, and Sandrine Kimballin. The movie promises to be a biting commentary on internet stardom and social media celebrities, with a healthy dose of absurdist comedy thrown in for good measure. With Dupieux at the helm, we know we're in for a wild ride. Both of these films are sure to generate plenty of buzz in the coming months, and we'll be keeping a close eye on them here at Morning Joan. Whether you're a fan of dramatic explorations of the human condition or outrageous comedies that push the boundaries of social commentary, there's something for everyone in these upcoming releases. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay fabulous.